Shawn Ryan Show, of course, has been wildly successful. 2.6 million subscribers on YouTube. It's incredible. Why the show?
People are starving for authenticity right now.
Sure, yeah.
You know, real stuff, authenticity, because everything out there's fake. Everything's fake. When you go against the grain, your likelihood of finding success, it goes up because nobody's doing what you're doing. They're all trying to be one thing. Wasn't a popular kid, wasn't an athlete, didn't make good grades. Pretty much all I cared about was drinking beer and chasing women. You know, I'd wrestled, never even made it to state. All I knew, man, is I wanted to go to war. I was just trying a bunch of different stuff, man. Podcasting was one of them. Everybody was doing it.
This is Jack Podcast.
And our new podcast.
And we have a new podcast.
How do I make mine different? Once again, I got tired of the talking heads on TV documenting history.
That deadly attack in Benghazi.
CNN exclusive, the U.S. military's final chaotic days in Afghanistan.
That's difficult enough. Two things that are contradictory, that's impossible.
It's like, well, were you there? No. Was your guest this person that you're talking to on the news there? No. Well, then what the fuck are you talking about this for? You don't know. Why aren't there any veterans on there? Nobody was given veterans a voice.
There were people hanging off of Air Force jets that were leaving, and you're saying that you guys are proud of the way that this mission was conducted?
There was a lot that went right. So yeah, there's a lot to be proud of. For all this talk of chaos, I just didn't see it, not from my perch.
And so I started the podcast because I wanted to document history, how it happened from people that were actually there.
The reality of the world, people.
So let's roll into the 26th.
The people on the other side of the canal just gone in an instant. Pieces of people and human beings.
Because of what you've done with your show, I really kind of look at you as a truth teller. And I think a lot of people are looking at you as a source of truth when truth is hard to be found right now.
Biased and
False news has become all too common on social media.
This is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
This is extremely dangerous.
This is extremely dangerous.
This is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
What do you think that mainstream media is so adverse to truth right now?
I think because they're part of the lie.
Yeah.
You know, and exposing the truth, they're just exposing themselves.
You know, having gone to combat and then as a humanitarian going to different war zones, places like Ukraine, but I shouldn't have to be there. Nonprofits shouldn't have to be there helping people that can't help themselves. So, you know, talking, this isn't a mistake. This isn't collateral damage for war. I believe our administration has created scenarios to start wars, and all that ties to the military-industrial complex, the warmongers in Washington, D.C., these neocons that want war and they profit off of war, and the lobbyists. What's your thoughts on that?
I think that the United States is creating war to boost its economy, and they do that by feeding the military-industrial complex. Because when we go to war, then we need supplies. Military-industrial complex make those supplies, they make technology, and then, it starts the cycle.
Made the decision to go into Iraq in 2003. I believed in it then. I look back on it now, it was absolutely the right thing to do.
Dick Cheney was the CEO of Halliburton. KBR is a subsidiary company to Halliburton. We use KBR for the logistics in Iraq and Afghanistan, while Dick Cheney is the vice president you think that it's just a coincidence?
I struggle with this one right now. I have two sons that served as Marines. I get asked this question a lot. What would you tell a young man or woman right now that's thinking about joining the military? Is the United States military still worth serving in?
Man, that's a tough one. I'm going to be honest, and I can't even believe I'm saying this, but I'm very torn on that question.
The U.S. military is facing a growing recruiting shortfall that legislators are getting concerned.
I've talked to so many military guys. They're advising their sons not to join. And I get it, but it's scary to me because I love our country. We have to have a military service, right? You can't have a country without having a military to protect it. And
here's the good news. We got a Second Amendment, right?
Yeah.
And so if anybody invades this country, guess what? We're all in the military now.